Hello, everyone. My name is Victor Zhang, and today we're going to be talking about Adobe Photoshop Elements. I'm running version 11 here, but basically all the versions have been the same, just with a different layout. So I'll be covering 4 tips that will make your Photoshop creations look really good. Just saying, by all means, I'm not a genius at Photoshop, and I'm not good at it at all, but I'll try my best. So I'll just show you a few tools and how to use them effectively. I'll just show you how to use the quick selection tool first, which is, so let's say I want to put this, no, let's put him in this photo. So this is probably one of the most user-friendly and easiest tools to use. You basically just hold your mouse and then drag the wand across the pictures that you want to cut out or edit. This one will be a bit harder to do just because of the fact that it's a black and white photo. So then you can just drag it over all the parts you want of the photo. So if there's anything you don't want, in this case I actually did really good. It's just Alt, and then notice how, I don't know if you can see it, it's pretty small, but there's a little, the wand turned into a minus rather than a plus. So then you can just drag the wand over something, over like a little mistake you made, and then just, I don't know, let's just change it, I guess. So then you can just do some edits to it. I don't know, let's see what we can do. Can we do this? Yep, alright, so we can just make things a bit weird here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is to get the move tool. Oh no, that's not going to work. This is the move tool. So just move him into this photo. And now we have a photo. Now we just adjust the size or something, and that's it. So it's really that simple. There's not much to it. It's a great tool that beginners can use and other people who are new to the software can use. So next I'll show you the lasso tool. Now, this is a pretty great one. It allows you to freehand outline whatever you want to edit or cut out or whatever you want to do to it. So let me just show you how it works. So here I can just do a freehand. As you can see, it's not very good at all. So what we want to do is choose a tool like the magnetic tool. Now what magnetic lasso tool? Magnetic lasso tool. So what we can do a freehand cut, but this magnet part of the lasso basically attaches on to what it thinks you're trying to outline. So as you can see, it's attaching onto the apple pretty well. And we just drag it over here. Sorry, it just froze. We're just gonna have to wait. Sorry about this. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. So, as you can see, my lovely picture of Dave Grohl that I cut out is gone. Sorry, it froze and it stopped working. So, let me go back to what I was doing. So, the magnetic lasso tool, basically what it does is it attaches to what it thinks is what you're trying to cut out. I mean, you still have to somehow do a good job. And it'll just sense it and it'll make sure you don't have any terrible mistakes. So now we can just, there's nothing to edit here, so we can just take this, throw it in here. As you can see, that's way too big. So we're just gonna make it smaller, a lot smaller. We just want to put the apple right here. That's still really big. Let's just put it here. You wouldn't even know it was photoshopped. So yeah, it's a very useful tool for if you want a very exact cutout that the magic wand tool can't get you. So the thing is, if let's say you had a black thing in a black background, or a gray thing in a black background, it would be hard for the magnetic lasso tool to actually pick up what you're trying to outline. So you might have a bit of trouble. And the same with the magic wand tool, but yeah, they're still both really useful tools. So now we're gonna go into the text tool. So here, I mean, it's really simple. You just click somewhere and type something in. But then you always want to. The thing is, you want to edit it. So let's say you want to give it a bit more style. So you want to change the font to something a bit more interesting. And this little drop down menu, the style, it's really cool because it'll give you some options on it'll let you just customize your text. So you can add bevels, some glows. Let's do some outer glows. You can do some very subtle things like that. So yeah, it'll make your text a lot more interesting and more fun to look at. So I mean, if you're gonna use text, you should do something like that, just because I mean, look how much it stands out in a darker background with the glow, especially. It really works very well. So now I'll just discuss the use of layers. It would be a lot better if I still had that other thing I had, but bear with me. So you can drag these layers up. So, well, you can't drag the background, but let's say I don't have many layers, so it's not going to make a difference, but let's say I add this apple on top of the apple text. So you want let's say you wanted the text to be over the apple. So then you just move this up and see the apple goes in front. You obviously can't move the background because the background's just the background, right? So then you can just adjust these. There's not much left to do with this. And you can, as editing purposes, you can say, right now I don't want the apple there. So you can just hide it. So the apple's still here. You just can't see it. And then once you're ready to bring it back into the real picture, it's there. You can also link together, so just don't link the background. So then now, when you move the apple, the text moves with it too. This makes it good if you want the two or more items to stay proportionate, or like the measurement. You want the measurement to stay the same between them, so you can just move it to the center of the desk without screwing it up. So yeah, those are just a few little things you can do with your layers. So that's basically all I have for my Photoshop tutorial. I'm sorry, it froze for a second and I kind of lost track of where I was. So I hope I've given you enough tips so you can go on your own with making a good quality Photoshop experiment. And please watch my other videos to look at other tips on how to use Microsoft Office software. And that's it. Thanks for watching.